Hey guys, and welcome to the Weekly Transformer, where today we're going to take a look at... Sorry y'all, I was doing that thing where people do on TikTok where they have the microphone, you know. Anyhow, welcome to the Weekly Transformer. Today we're going to take a look at this homie. I want to give a quick shout out to our first patron, TF Life. Thank you so much for joining us in the Patreon. Thank you so much for joining us in the Discord. We've had some great conversations. Hope to see some of the rest of you guys there at some point. Get this mic put on like a normal person. So Scavenger, and since we have him in his alt mode, maybe we'll just take a look at that first. I am glad that he has this articulated arm, but I really wish there was another point of articulation here rather than this weird side rotation. Previously with Long Haul, I had mentioned how I wish he had a dumping bed to add some play value to it, and I wish the same was true here for Scavenger because he doesn't rotate like an excavator should, and I really think that's a shame because it could have added some nice playability to this just brick of a mold. To be honest, overall, Scavenger's alt mode is just kind of there. There's no real wow factor to it. And just like his bi-threaded brother Bone Crusher here, he doesn't have any wheels on the bottom, so he's not going to roll at all. And of course, the most egregious thing to mention about this mold is the fact that this hinge doesn't line up. I know there's some fixes online for this, but really Hasbro, come on, you're making such a big deal about how you put so much engineering into these figures, and you can't even get this one piece to line up correctly across all the molds. It's just lazy. You can plug his gun onto the top of him, and I guess that gives him a little bit more visual interest, but that's really about it. All of these Constructicons so far are kind of boring in their alt mode. And again, Scavenger's transformation is dead simple. Just pop the legs out from the side, rotate the chest up, pop his arms out from the side, flip the legs down, open the middle chest, flip the head up, and then rotate the arms around, making sure to open up the cab, flip the left arm up. I gotta say, this might be the worst bot mode so far. And it's not just because he doesn't have a waist or a wrist rotation. I mean, Bone Crusher seemed weirdly boxy, but for some reason is really charming to me. Whereas Scavenger here, there's just something really off about this guy. His chest seems really broad with these broad shoulders and this tiny skinny waist. And then these giant boxy forearms, they just look unproportionate for some reason. And then we get to his giant purple pants here with this big thigh gap going on. There's just something that doesn't work for some reason. Maybe it's because his crotch is like so big compared to his legs. I mean, his crotch takes up half of his leg space. There's just something visually off about this guy. I will say that like the rest of the Constructor boys, his head is painted beautifully, and I love the silver painting here. And I never noticed it until this figure, but man, Scavenger's face looks really strange. And of course we have to talk about my pet peeve here, the hands. Of course this is a deluxe and is not going to have a wrist rotation, but it suffers from my other least favorite thing with a figure, painted fists. I mean, I really can't understand why they painted this guy's fist. Everything on this guy is molded in green, yet they tried to paint and color match these fists and did a horrible job of it, might I add. And again, due to lack of waist rotation, posing on this guy is just not super dynamic. Though I do quite like the way the shoulders shift down a little bit due to transformation, that gives him a little bit more flexibility in his posing. Is this guy the worst Constructor boy yet? Thank you guys as always. This has been the Weekly Transformer. Remember to do all those YouTube things, the likes, the subs, the bells, all those good stuff. Check us out. We have a Patreon now. Go to Patreon, look up the Weekly Transformer. Maybe I'll put a link on this video. We'll see. Otherwise, as always, appreciate seeing y'all. God bless. And just like his bi-threaded brother Bone Crusher cut.